Hello there, lovely people. This is me, Ashley, here, sending my love to you from whatever reality I'm in today to whatever reality you happen to find yourself in. This again is a little bit of a different video because it's actually in response to a video I made concerning how it's difficult to talk to flat earthers and how flat earthers don't have a bar of the Mandela effect. Anyway, what transpires is that I've had quite a lot of comments. Thank you very much, Brian Stavely. You've sent a lot of people my way. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you. But obviously, lots of people had some lovely things to say to me. However, there were people that felt the need to come on and give me their 2p worth. So I'm going to give you my 2p back. Fuck off. Quite frankly, I don't need you to be worried about my welfare. I don't need you to come on and tell me how easily you found out that the world is round. Because believe me, everything you're telling me, I actually was where you are before. Now, the whole point about the video that I made before was it was actually directed, my comments about Flat Earth were actually directed at Mandela effect, flat earthers who don't believe in the Mandela effect. But I didn't get a single reply from a flat earther that didn't believe in the Mandela effect. Not one single one. But I did get a number of people that are flat earth deniers who felt the need to come onto my post and explain themselves to me, or explain to me why I'm wrong. Well, first of all, why the fuck bother? I mean, really? Why the fuck bother? Some of you have even got your names dedicated channels to debunking flat earth. Now, I find that really rather sad myself, because what the fuck does it matter to you whether I or anybody else believes in a flat earth? What's it got to do with you? Absolutely fuck all. And there you are, making dedicated little channels to proving that the earth isn't flat. Well, I've got a little bit of a message for you. Well, bully for you if you found a curve. I couldn't find a curve. And somebody mentioned you don't need NASA to find a curve. Well, no, you don't need NASA. You definitely don't need NASA. And if you're even bringing NASA into the equation, it shows me where you're at. You're in Never Never Land of the asleep people of the world. Do you know what I mean? If you're even bringing NASA into the conversation. You know, doolally flip. I mean, NASA is supported by people like Dr. Brian Cox, who, don't get me wrong, used to be a very, very firm favourite of mine. Until I became Mandela affected and started actually listening to what he was saying and what he was talking about when he was talking about flat earthers and the earth being flat. Now, one of the first things he said, was that nobody ever in the history of mankind has ever believed in a flat earth. Now, I couldn't facepalm anymore at that one. Really? Dr. Brian Cox, nobody in the history of humanity's ever believed in a flat earth. Now, if you've got your so-called experts talking absolute and utter bollocks like that, why the fuck should we believe that? Why the fuck should I listen to another word that man has to say if he's coming out with absolute and utter bollocks like that? So, you're in that category of talking utter bollocks. Because, you know, I'm quite happy about you believing whatever it is that you believe. But somehow you're not happy about me believing in what I believe. Well, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you to decide whether it's all right for me to believe in a flat earth or not? You know, I mean, it wasn't even about you. My video wasn't even about people that deny the flat earth. It was about flat earthers that deny the Mandela effect. But yet again, typical of you, deniers of flat earth. In you come with your absolute bollocks and your nonsense without even bothering to watch the video that I posted. You know what I mean? That's what gets to me. You don't even bother to watch the frigging video, and you've got an awful lot to say on the subject of not only how the world is a globe, but me. You've got an opinion on me. Well, why the fuck have you got an opinion on me? Who are you? You're fucking nobody. You're a freak that trolls people. That's what you are. You're a freak that trolls people. Now, if you're believing in the globe, fair fucks to you, mate. I'm not knocking you. So what the fuck do you think you're doing coming on to people that believe in a flat earth? Knocking us. I mean, really. It's just, you haven't left the playground, have you? Do you know what I mean? With your dedicated little channel to debunking flat earth. Well, you can't debunk flat earth. You can't. You can't. Because believe me, I tried. I really tried. So telling me that you went on Google and you can see a round Earth really, really doesn't have any wash with me whatsoever, because you're using the very people that I think are a load of bollocks anyway. Your NASA, oh, I've been on a plane and seen the curve. No, you fucking haven't. You're a liar. How come all the pictures from space are like all round? Because they use fisheye lenses. Without a fisheye lens, you can see fuck all. So I actually said in the video, my original video, that I wasn't trying to persuade anybody that the Earth is flat. And yet here you are, you felt the need to come on to me and prove to me and try and convince me that the world's round. Well, fuck off. You sad little footwits. Really. Is that all you've got to do with your life? Is to go around trolling people that have a different opinion to yourself? If you don't like the opinion of other people, don't fucking listen to them. It really is that simple, and it's something that you lot don't seem to have grasped yet. I don't give a shit what you say. I don't give a monkey's toss what you have to say about whether the world's round or not. And coming out with, I went on Google and I found it, and you don't have to listen to NASA, you just have to go up in a plane. Well, I went up in a plane many times and I never ever saw a curve. In fact, I actually researched it, and it said that for somebody at 5 feet off the ground, that the farthest edge that we can see is about 3 miles away. Well, as it happens, I'm about 5 foot tall. In fact, I'm slightly bigger. I'm 5'1.5" because I'm a big girl. Which means that I can see 3 miles on a flat distance, and yet apparently the Earth is supposed to curve every 17 inches or something. So that means if I, at 5 foot, am like 1,000 foot in the air, surely I can see a curve. Well, no, I can't. I can see flat. Flat, flat, flat. In fact, I can see the mountains of Wales from Cheshire on the big hill that we call a mountain where I come from, my hometown. I can look in 360 degrees. Not a single jot of a curve have I seen. So that's my experience, right? My experience. You might have seen a curve. Well, fucking done you. But it doesn't mean I have. And it doesn't mean that people like me have either. So I'm going to leave this. Because, you're just pointing out, you're just proving what sad little footwits you really are. Don't bother. Really don't bother. You're not going to convince us otherwise, because we've been exactly where you are. So, that's what you look like. Complete and utter dickheads. So stop it. Leave us to our beliefs. We're leaving you to yours. Nobody's trying to convince you otherwise. We're not coming on to you going, the Earth is flat. The Earth is flat, you dick. The Earth is flat. No, we're leaving you alone to your globe belief. Leave us alone. Have some fucking common decency if you haven't got a mind that's open enough to look, because that's how I found out. I came to the conclusion that the Earth's flat because I fucking looked for myself, trying to prove it wrong, couldn't. Now that's my experience. You're not going to change that. So stop bothering to try, and get your sad little footwits off the internet trolling people with your little, I've got a proper channel debunking flat Earth. Fuck off. Just fuck off.